Hey guys, it's Stace here today, and I've got another great interview for you today. You know, if you're looking for an interview or review information on Total Ecom Takeover, this is where you need to get that info from. I'm here today with the actual product owner who's created this, Manny Hanif. Did I say that right? Your last name?
That's right. Yes, Manny Hanif. That's right.
How you doing, Manny? Anyway, good to have you on.
Thanks. Yes, I'm good. Just been obviously been putting the final touches with my videos and doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's very cold in the UK at the moment. But yeah, I'm doing great, fresh as ever.
Awesome, man. Yeah, and fellow UK marketer as well. Like so we're not too far away from each other, are we?
I mean, absolutely, yes. I mean, we can always get together and network and discuss marketing stuff. It helps when fellow UK marketers are discussing marketing stuff. I've always wanted to organise, get-togethers for UK people, but I've never really had the chance. But hopefully, 2016, you never know. The future.
This is it, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's quite a few of us around, and yeah, could definitely get a few drinks down us on that.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, getting together as a group and doing what we do best, and then get workshops up. You never know. So many connections can be built just within the UK.
This is it. So
no disrespect to our American friends.
Yeah, you mentioned about you've been working hard on the product there. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've seen the product inside it, and there is a lot of hard work that has gone into this. I can tell you now. It's not something you've just put together overnight. I can tell there's a lot of hard work gone in there. How many videos are in there? With the video training inside it, how many videos are in there, do you know?
There are over 70 plus videos, and when I say plus videos, more bonus ones are going to be coming. So that's going to, before the launch, I'm going to be adding more bonus ones, just because I want to deliver more value to people. Because what I believe in, it's not about how much content and how much quantity there is in a product. It's how much value there is in the product. So I'm thinking, if I put just a bit, 5 extra bonus videos, that will help people. And also, when people have questions of certain aspects of the topic that they're not sure of, they can always consult within the bonus video. So I cover that.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, awesome, man. Okay, so first, before we jump into the product, just kind of get a bit of background on yourself. I mean, there's lots of people out there that are, struggling to make money online. It's a fact. There's real high, 98% of people fail to make money online. So, there's always great products coming out, and I think some people have trouble with focusing on a great product. So just to kind of get an idea of you and how you've had success, in the past and now as well with what you're doing. So how long have you been online, and how long have you been on the online world?
I've actually been online over 11 years, believe it or not. It first started when I was actually in Cape Town, South Africa, when I was sat in a university. I was studying for a semester. Yeah. Now, I was sat there, and I read about a website called Facebook. That was actually just starting out at that time.
Wow.
And during that month, I was actually studying for my degree, which was business marketing. And I thought, okay, there's a guy called Mark Zuckerberg who started Facebook.
Yeah.
So then I started looking into all the possibilities of domain names and internet marketing and making money and all the usual hype. And I think my first product which I bought was from a pay-per-click ad online, which was a make money online ad. It said, make £1,000 a week. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to clear my debt. I'm going to be filthy rich.
Yeah.
Bought the product, clicked on the ad. It was a simple sales page, and honestly, it was like, okay, and bought the product, and it was complete garbage, because it was like a page with 5 links, and it said, okay, just follow what I'm doing. Put up an ad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, all right, okay, the first product, I've been scammed, but the rest is history. Then after that, after the years, I just invested myself, went to seminars, purchased webinars online, bought product after product. And then I think the main period for me was 2005 and 6, when I was in debt. I think I only had like literally £2.56 in my wallet. I remember going into university with £2.56. I couldn't even buy myself lunch. And I thought, walking into a canteen, I got £2.56. I said, what? I need to do something. After my degree, I wanted to pay my loans off. Worked in a call center. It's not the best job in the world, but I grafted for like a year, paid off my debt, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to get into this internet marketing stuff. And I think the turning point came for me was in 2009 when I actually quit my job. And I said, you know, I'm gonna make this work. And from then on, I've never looked back. I mean, I started creating products, got into CPA marketing, invested myself in courses again, and then there was Facebook. And with paid advertising, once I looked into the power of paid advertising, I didn't look back really. And then every single year from then on, Facebook came out with new tools, new stuff. And what I did, I updated myself because the landscape's constantly changing with Facebook. So I, again, invested myself in education, went to webinars, went to seminars, went online on webinars, networked with people. And then I've not looked back. So I've always been into, you know, educating myself, new topic after topic, the next big thing, but educating myself, making sure I'm ahead of that, trying it out myself, making sure it works, and then just launching reports, products. And now I'm now in a position where I can say, you know, with Facebook stuff and Facebook advertising, I can deliver a seminar on stage and say to people, this is how you do it, you know, this is the process. So, you know, I've not looked back since. You know, it's been a long road, but it's worth it.
Wow, man. So you're getting results. So I mean, how long was it until you started kind of seeing results, you know, from when you first come online? I mean, you know, even just that, you know, a few dollars a day kind of thing. How long was it until you started seeing results?
For me, I started seeing results after a year. Now, I'm being honest. The reason I say this is because I made mistakes. I had failures. I went straight into my first ever product was a flop. It was an ebook. That time I used to say the word ebook. I don't even say the word ebook now because for me it's like it's an information product. It's a course, it's a DVD course. But that time it was an ebook. I sold it for $7, but I only made 3 sales, and I invested at least 2 weeks on that ebook. I said, oh, this is a failure. I'm going to give up. So what I did was I studied everything for 12 months. I said, right, I'm not interested in doing anything. I'm going to have notes in front of me. I'm going to do this, that. When I get a mentor, I hired a mentor, and I said, okay, teach me how to do this. And I think hiring a mentor, paying someone to actually show you the ropes is the best way forward. The thing is, you can claim to be an expert and say, right, I know everything myself, but no, I've always had teachers who say, you know what, Manny, do it this way, do it that way. This is where you're going wrong. So I got someone to change my business model completely. And after 12 months, I sold my first product and I did $2,000 within 2 days. And for me, that was a big achievement because I paid a lot of bills. And I was like, wow, this stuff works. And built my list after that, subscribers, built my relationship. I said, you know what, this stuff actually works. Your friends and family won't believe you. They'd be like, oh, you're wasting your time. But if you actually apply the process, when you start seeing the results, then you say, well, let's go out for a meal or anything. All right, okay. How are you getting the money? You don't have a job. So there's always, you know, speculation. So yeah, after 12 months, I started seeing results. And after that, I didn't look back. And then it was all high, you know. After the lows, it was always a high.
Man, this is it. So, I mean, what would you say? I mean, you probably touched on it a few bits there, but what would you say to people that are struggling? You know, what's the one thing you'd say to them that people are struggling to make money online?
I would say number one thing is don't give up, and also please avoid information overload. We've all been there. We can get caught up in the hype. We can buy the next big shiny object, and then when we buy that shiny object, it's rotting away on your hard drive. We don't even look at it. And then we go to the next one. There's a big launch out by X marketer. It could be the best product in the world. Is it relevant to you? If the product is relevant to you, by all means, purchase it. What I used to do was I used to buy 3 or 4 products at a time. I used to have them open on my hard drive, and I used to analyze the notes from each product because it was relevant to me. What people do nowadays is they buy one money-making product, and then it could be a different topic, and then they buy one on a different topic, and what they'll find is, oh, what do I focus on? So what I used to do is I used to focus solely on Facebook advertising, whether that was generating leads, selling stuff.
Yeah.
I focus on one thing at a time. So I firmly believe the failure rate in online can be reduced when people just focus on one business model.
One niche, like that kind of thing.
One niche, and then and they hire someone. They pay someone to teach them the ropes.
Yeah.
Because what you can do is when you pay someone to teach you the ropes and show you within that niche how to go about dominating that niche, it will be the best decision. I mean, there's a lot of coaches out there, but find one that has the value, that has the reviews to back up their claims. And honestly, they will not look back. Because my friend, one of my good friends, he actually quit his job 5 months ago after working for 4.5 years.
Okay.
He hired a mentor, and honestly now he's actually making $5,000 a month. He's actually living in the States now, in Tampa.
Nice.
And he's happy. He's really happy. He's not looked back. So that's just an example. What's achievable. Last year he was struggling. But this year, within the last 6 months, he's actually in a position where he's like, I've quit my job. I'm my own boss now. He's actually teaching people himself now how to do it.
I think I know who you're on about. Yeah. So yeah, one of the other questions I like to ask as well, like, it's if you could like make a phone call, to the younger self of you, looking at where you are now and where you could have been if you knew, the information that you know now, what would you say to yourself? You know what I mean? If you could, like, kind of turn back the time and ask a question to you, give some advice to yourself.
I would obviously get the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future first of all, because I'm a huge fan. I would basically, if I had to go back in time, actually, and I'm pretty happy that you mentioned the word back in time, because I'm a huge fan of movies like this, and it takes me back. I would actually say to you, I would say to myself, have a clear plan of action, have a goal. That time I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a goal because I was buying every single stuff. I was saying, this is the next big thing. I can do it.
Yeah.
When you have the arrogance, I used to be very, I had the arrogance of a young entrepreneur. Yeah, I can do it. I'm going to be filthy rich. No, set yourself your pride, set yourself what you know. And that time I would have said to myself, you know what, take action, don't give up. Hire someone to teach you. Buy this product, but stick to that one niche. Failure is part of learning. If you have failures, don't give up. If you have failures, what I would say is sacrifice your time. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your social life. And what I mean, by all means, go out, have a laugh, have a good time, but don't do it where you're neglecting your work, because your work is your future. Because I would have said, in the future, if you're thinking of getting married, because that time I didn't think I'd be in a position where I've got my own house, I'd get married, and then kids come along the way. I'd say stick to one goal, stick to one main goal, and go for it. Because if you stick to one goal, so my goal would have been I want to master Facebook advertising or this topic to the extent where I'm an expert, I'm getting the results, and then I can teach people and they'll pay me. That way I'm delivering value to those people, and in turn, it's a win-win situation. So there's a lot of other stuff I would want to say, but I would keep it to stick to my goal, and obviously don't give up.
This is it. So I mean, you must have had some great advice over the years as well, of different people as well. What's the best advice you've had that's kind of stuck in your head, in business?
The best advice I had was from a guy called Mike Filsame, who is in fact was the guru that time of internet marketing. And once I emailed him asking for a JV, this is about 10 years ago. I said, you're emailing me every single day with your stupid product launches. Why don't you give me a JV? And he gave me a response. He's like, well, first of all, with that attitude, you're not going to go far. And I said, well, this stuff doesn't work. And he actually sent me an email. It was like half a page long, and he said, and the main thing that he said in the email was, number one, it doesn't matter who you are, what your struggles are, whether you've got an education or not, you can do it. And he said, secondly, he goes, people couldn't even pronounce my name. They used to say Phil Sami, as in Phil
Yeah.
Same. And for him, that was a slap in the face. And he said, number three, if you're going to continue with the this is the scam, this doesn't work attitude, you're not going to get far. He said, my best advice for you would be to ask yourself the question, what do you want? How bad do you want that car? How bad do you want that house? How bad do you want to eliminate that poverty you have? How bad do you want to eliminate that debt? He goes, the day you answer those questions is the day you'll know the answers. And I said, okay. So I thought to myself the following day, yeah, you know what, there's a lot of validity in what he said. There's that it's just straight off the bat, you know, what he said is straight away, it made sense in my head, I think. And then I connected all the dots and said, you know what, like I'm gonna stick to that. And having took his advice, honestly, I think even for now, I think that's one of the best advice I've been given from someone I didn't even have a relationship with, and just from that email, you know. I wish I had a copy of that email from years ago, but you know, that time I used a different email address and it just got deleted, and you know, but yeah, I still can't forget that.
But it's stuck up here though, so yeah,
it is,
that's good,
it is,
man, yeah.
definitely.
I mean, Mike Phil Same, man, you know, he's massive, like, you know, very, very successful guy, you know, multi-millionaire, like sold lots of great products, and yeah,
definitely,
a lot of people have heard of him, yeah. So what's the worst point in your online career that you've had? You know, what's kind of like the lowest thing you've had, lowest kind of situation you've had so far?
Lower situations is I've had basically products that have flopped. I've had whereby I've launched straight into a mastermind group and said, okay, I'm going to be doing this, charge a monthly price, and you know, I've basically had failures in terms of going straight into something and then not getting the results. I think one time I launched a product, I honestly spent 3 weeks on the product and I was doing well that time in terms of delivering value. That product flopped. It only made 4 sales.
Okay.
And I had a list. That time, my list was very responsive. And I went out that day. I said, I've only made 4 sales, and this should have been a $2,000 product, $2,000 in sales at least. And I said, okay, what did I do wrong? So then I looked at my business model, looked at my relationship with the customers.
Yeah.
And it turns out they did not want a product on membership sites, and they did not want a product on this. What I did then, I surveyed my list.
Okay,
said,
yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
So for me, I turned that failure into a positive success. Because if I didn't have that failure, I wouldn't have, you know, done the survey. I wouldn't have known what to do.
Like you said earlier, you've got to fail, you know, and fail, you know, accept that you're going to fail and fail fast and move on. And it's exactly what you've just done there as well.
Absolutely. I compare it like an athlete, a sportsman. If he's going to have failures, he's going to come back stronger. And that's what I did. You know, come back 10 times as strong and then respond with value, with something positive. So people will respond in return. So again, you know, it connects all the dots together.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. So you're doing really well for yourself now with the Shopify and Facebook. Where do you see yourself in a few years' time, or where do you want to, you know, where do you want to be in a few years' time? What are your plans for the future?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Again, it's something I've sort of thought about myself. I mean, in a few years' time, I want to see myself with, you know, having a nice family, having kids. I see myself also is delivering, you know, offline workshops on topics like social media, Facebook, delivering that value on stage. I've been on stage once in my entire 10 years, and for me that was good. So I want to be in a position where I'm teaching people live, in person, face to face, and you know, want to be in a position where one day businesses are contacting me saying, okay, we need you to come in for 2 hours to deliver a presentation on social media. For me, that would be amazing, because I've worked in a call center once and they paid £4,000 to a guy to deliver a presentation for 4 hours on sales, just completely sales. And for me, that was like easy money for him, you know, because I said, I want to be in a position like this guy where I can deliver value from what I know. So I can honestly say, from what I've learned now, I actually boil it down to the fact that it's because I had failures help you to get where you are. So in a few years, I definitely want to be in a position where I'm the go-to guy for stuff like social media advertising, Facebook ads, ecom. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah. Sounds good, man. Yeah. Some great times ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely.
You know, with all this you know, work going on and things that you've got, you know, happening in the future and you're planning and stuff like that. Personally, myself, I find it really hard to switch off. I don't know if you do yourself, like, but you know, you got all this stuff buzzing around in your head, you know, and all these things you want to do and all these ideas that are happening. How do you chill out? How do you like relax? Like, you know, because I find it difficult to go to sleep sometimes. Like, you know.
I think the number one thing that is keeping me going is, you know, obviously spending time with my family. But I always make sure I go to the gym. I always take care of my health.
Okay.
A few months ago, I was drinking Red Bull. I was on junk food. We all been there. We've all got into the habit where we, you know, we're doing so well. We've got so many ideas, and we're just living off junk food constantly. But now, number one priority for me is my health. Your health comes first. If you neglect your health, honestly, you can make so much money, but it won't be worth it. So for me, the priority is obviously I go to holidays. My last holiday was with my wife. Went to Morocco. Before that, I went to Dubai.
Nice.
And for me, I like to go on holidays, you know, to relax, to chill out, to get away. I don't even take my laptop on holiday with me. You know, I'm obviously I'll cut off my internet phone, but you know, I'll just relax for a week or two. I say, you know what, I'm gonna get away. So I chill out. I watch football, relax in my spare time, because you don't want to be in a position where you're 24 hours you're working, thinking of ideas. Obviously, at night it's hard for me to sleep because I've got a lot of good ideas, and I quickly jump on the laptop and jot it down or on my notepad. But I would say, you know, always make time for your social life. That's important, because you know, your health and social life is, you know, you can't neglect it. It's the two things that will keep you going. You know.
Yeah.
We're not machines. You know, unfortunately.
Definitely, man. Yeah. So I mean, you know, getting into the that's great advice, by the way, as well.
Thanks.
Getting into the products, you know, with Ecom, I think we were speaking before, like, you know, we actually went live and that, and you know, it's been around for a good while. So where do you see like the future of Ecom going? You know, what's your kind of take on the future of Ecom?
Honestly speaking, Ecom, it's always been around, but particularly in the last 18 months, I mean, when you combine social media and ecom, and then you've got your Facebook apps on your phone, with a click of a button, I can purchase a jacket from Australia or in the States. But I believe this year alone and onwards is always going to be ecom. Ecom is going to explode. It's going to, it's one market that's never going to saturate, because the clothing market itself is billions of dollars industry, billions of dollars, and I think with the one thing that helps is when Facebook is constantly introducing new tools to make it easy for you. I think Facebook, well, they're 100% aware of the fact that marketers are selling on Facebook. They're using, you know, ecom. So I think Facebook is deliberately making it easy for us guys to have ecom. So that's why ecom is going to explode. You've got people buying on Instagram as well. I mean, Instagram, free traffic completely, you know. So I think the future's looking really good.
And you can get ads on Instagram now as well, can't you?
Absolutely. I've not tried them yet, but you can get ads on Instagram. It's one aspect which I want to look into straight afterwards. But yeah, definitely, it's a market it's going to be really sky high. And
I mean, you probably remember, because you're in the UK, Woolworths. You know,
I do indeed.
And they used to be a physical store, you know, that were selling, you know, goods, and they closed down, went bust, and there was quite a few. Can't remember the names of them now. Quite a few stores not so long ago that also nearly went under. And this was all to do with ecom, really, isn't it? You know, everything kind of going online.
That's right. I think it was HMV as well, the DVD company. Woolworths, they closed, and they shifted to online and completely. I think online e-commerce is the killer for physical stores. I think in the future, I can probably predict this, maybe perhaps Primark will shift online as well. because I mean, I think the more ecom grows online, and now I mean, I was actually shocked to see there wasn't many sales in physical stores nowadays than there were back 5 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
the trend is people jump online, people have it on their
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a sale, I'll buy online.
Yeah.
But for me, I think yeah, online ecom is outpacing physical stores. But I'm a big fan of physical stores. Honestly, I like to go in, try a top on or whatever.
Yeah.
But fortunately for now, for us marketers, the good news is, you know, ecom online has grown, and obviously that's good news, because that means we can set up many different avenues for people to purchase online, not just through Facebook, but obviously through different, you know, advertising means. I mean, there's Pinterest nowadays, and I'm sure Twitter will introduce some kind of features that would make it more easier for people to purchase the product. I think Amazon has a service out where they ship out within 60 minutes. That's for
Wow.
selected postcodes within the UK.
Yeah.
And if you want a product, order it, it'll be there, it'll be sent by a drone, so within 60
Yeah.
minutes. How cool is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing,
I've seen
isn't
that.
it?
I've seen the drone thing. Is that in the UK or is that in America? Just.
That, I think the drone was in America, but the UK posted the 60-minute was in the UK, but it wasn't via drone. That was from something else.
Yeah.
I think it was just from a normal parcel company. Maybe the company was near, the location was near to the posting hub or whatever.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's gonna be, we are gonna be in a position where we don't have to wait 1 or 2 days for a product to arrive. We'll wait 2
Yeah.
hours, 3 hours, you know, 4
This is
hours.
it. I mean, Amazon, you know, are a great example of that, aren't they? They're putting lots and lots of money back into themselves, you know, and they're, yeah, you know, getting down them delivery times, and they know the power of e-com and where it's going.
Absolutely. I mean, Amazon used to be a bookstore online, and I mean, having used it myself like 12 years ago, back when I was in college, university. I mean, it's completely grown now. It's gone into different markets now. eBay, Amazon, they're like side by side now. You know, making billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So it is good news now. It is absolutely good news. I think Amazon will also enter the market where they allow sellers to use different advertising methods to sell on their platform. I think they are probably looking into that as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, like Facebook allow you to put ads down the side and in the newsfeed, you know, that kind of way.
That's right, because Amazon have the power now. They've got the e-com power to actually emerge in that market, and I think that is the future as well. So
Yeah,
it's going to be very interesting next 5 years to see what goes down, you know, for
yeah.
e-com.
Yeah, sure, man. So you know, people looking to break into this, or they're you know, they've already dipped their toe in the water and they want to learn more. You know, how much kind of money can they realistically, you know, get to earn? I mean, obviously it's all about, you know, taking action, but I've seen inside the course and it is massive. You know, there's lots of content in there, you know, that covers lots of different topics. I mean, I've got some of the details here about, you know, obviously creating your ads, the pixel optimization, you know, how to split test, setting up custom audiences, setting up lookalike audiences. There's just so much scaling secrets. You know, there's so much inside here that you know, you cannot go wrong just by following this. Like, so I mean, how much can somebody, you know, look to earn off this?
Well, what I would say is, if they're a complete newbie and, you know, they're looking into Shopify, the potential is huge. Depending on the product that they promote, you can easily start making $100 a day to 10K a month. But obviously, they're just figures I'm saying, because what I would say is, if they follow the strategies step by step, and the emphasis throughout the course was start to finish, where they have a store and they completely create it from scratch following the videos. So the potential, I mean, they can make 100, if they wanted the $100 days, now it's possible. If they wanted $1,000 a day, it's possible, because it's ecom. But again, that would depend on how they're doing their ads, how the type of products they're promoting. And you can promote high price products and low price products, which I talk about in the course. So the potential, you know, is huge. I don't want to say I guarantee you're going to make you know, $200-300 a day, because nothing is guaranteed. But, you know, if they take action, if they follow a clear a blueprint, Once they follow that, they would be in a position where they can have $500 a day. So the potential is huge. The potential is amazing. It's not just going to be like, oh, I'll make $20 a day or $30. There's more. There's more potential. So yes, you know.
And there's case studies inside there as well, in there, of exactly how you've made this, and they can potentially copy that.
That's right. Honestly, I've actually laid down my exact blueprint, how I split test, how I run the ads, the images I used, the words I used, the products I get, from the types of suppliers I go for, how I communicate with those guys. I'm basically like spilling all my guts here, you know, because I see there's so many products out there, but then they leave important information out. And that important information, I thought, I'm not going to leave it out. I'm going to have it there, but they've got the information in front of them. It's up to people to take that information, apply it to the business, because the potential for ecom, again, it's huge. I mean, it's in a position where people have actually set a full-time business. They've quit the job, and all they're doing is ecom now. You know.
And am I right in thinking that, you know, once you find a product that, you know, you're selling, and, you know, you've got the ad set up correctly and it's selling, and you're making, let's say, $50 a day or $100 a day, you can then put more money into the ads and scale that up. You know, once you're making a profit, you can scale it up.
That's right. So if you see an ad that's, you know, literally killing it for you, and it's making you a lot of money, I would put more money into the ad. Sometimes I would put like $200-300 a day, because you can scale aggressively, and obviously depending on the product that you're promoting, whether it's a high price product. With high price products, I would scale aggressively, meaning like I'd put more money in and then I'd get more out. I think that's the strategy, in terms of, the way I see it is, the more money you put in something that works, the more money out. The return on investment is sky high. That's, you know.
And you can afford to do that with the higher price products.
Yes, I mean, that's my favorite. I mean, with high price products, you can literally scale freely. But with low price products like this, I've just got this keyring in front of me. I did over $1,000 with this within a space of 24 hours.
Yeah.
And having return of investment of over 300%. So I made literally, over $1,000, spent about $350 on this. And I talk about that in the course. You know, so they're gonna love this.
Sounds like it doesn't matter what you're selling neither.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, as long as there's a demand for that product. As long as so if let's say there's a demand for this product
about them, no, you don't have to be an expert.
No, the thing is, it usually helps if you know about the product, thinking, okay, this is the interest to go for, this is the target market. For example, let's say dog collars, the LED dog collars. I don't know if you've got a dog, you know, but with the dog collars, when I was selling the dog collars, I've never had a dog myself, but I knew the dog collars were good, because I saw a video where people had dogs, but they had the LED dog collars around their necks, and they could easily find their dogs in the dark. I didn't have a clue on dogs, but that product worked, because, you know, you could get it cheap online from China, and then sell it for, you know, $7-8. But that was when I was starting out. But I've always shifted to high price products. But again, it doesn't really matter what you're selling, as long as there's evidence online on eBay that is selling in huge numbers, you know.
Okay. So what does the front end consist of? What do they get when they buy the front end?
Well, that consists of 70 plus videos, which are step by step, and some bonus videos. The 70 videos is basically creating your store from scratch, setting up the pixels, setting up your ads, exactly finding your suppliers, the sources I use, paid sources, free sources, how I structure my blueprint, how I scale, the types of products that sell. Basically, everything you want to know about ecom is all in this course. And then the bonus videos, there's extra bonus videos where I talk about how you can get free traffic, leverage free traffic from ecom, using the power of a really popular, you know, source of traffic. I'm not going to reveal that now. People are going to find that out. And then there's literally there's going to be cheat sheets as well added before the launch. So in all fairness, it's going to be really exciting. going to be really exciting.
Yeah. I've seen inside, and as I say, yeah, there's a heap of stuff in there that it does. It's real in depth, and as you say, it takes you right from the scratch. Building your store from scratch right up to making that money online.
That's right, and that's my main emphasis was to have bite-sized videos. Bite-sized videos meaning the videos are going to be between 6 to 7 minutes long, and the reason is people love short videos. They love taking chunks of short videos and then referring to them. So if they say, what was the subject about lookalike audiences? Take that chunk of video, view it on the smartphone, and whether they're going out and relax, and then. So the content is delivered deliberately in smaller quantities because I think people take information better as opposed to having a 1 hour video. So that was the main emphasis.
Definitely. So the obviously there's OTOs on there, one-time offers. So what do the one-time offers consist of? What can people expect?
The one-time offer consists of there's going to be 5 case studies. These 5 case studies is my exact campaigns. So you get to see my exact ad copy. You get to see how I spent just $67 to get over nearly $700. Okay. You get to see my exact niche. You get to see my exact product I sold, the price I sold, the exact interest I used to target that product. You get to see literally everything. You get to see how I split test my ads. So what ages did I target? You basically get to see everything, and then you get to see in another few videos. You get to see how I scaled up another product I used to scale up, and that's OTO 1. Okay, excuse me. OTO 2 consists of basically group coaching. So it's going to be a dedicated paid group for people, so they can come onto the group. If there's any questions they want to ask, they can go onto the group. And then they can ask me anything, and I'll coach them.
Skype group, or
that's going to be a Facebook group, which is going to hold exclusivity. It's going to be exclusive to people who purchase this course, and they're going to get access to content, cheat sheets, everything.
Exactly what you're doing, This is it. I mean, having the information is great. Having that walkthrough information. Being able to ask, get questions answered, in the Facebook group, and that is is a really paramount. And
what they can do is they can join the group. Obviously, I've got free groups. I've got a free group called Shopify University, but that free group will not give them access to the premium content. When I say premium content, where I talk about split testing, I talk about the supplier's exact style of copy I'm using.
Results you're getting.
And also free premium webinars where usually people, I would actually charge people. They're going to get access to these free premium webinars on a monthly basis. So I'm going to each month I'm going to be delivering these webinars, and I'm going to be delivering content weekly, in the form of videos. Because I think people can learn well if you've got fresh content there, and then they can refer to this content on the file section on the group.
Man, that's some power there, man. I mean, the price on this as well. I mean, the front end, you've got that priced at $27 starting at, but it is rising. So if you get in on there quickly, you're going to get it for the cheapest price possible and get yourself a bargain. So what time is it that you open the doors and that? Do you know? Is it 11 a.m. Is it?
I am. I'm thinking it's 11 a.m. US Eastern time.
Yes, it is 11 a.m. On Wednesday,
13th of January, and I would advise people to grab the early special offer, because there will be an early bird offer, and then the price is going to rise. But it is, and honestly, I'm not saying that it is the course where I've literally not left anything out. I've literally offered everything I know on ecom, on Facebook advertising, and on everything. But that's just not all. When they purchase this course, I'm going to be adding stuff to the course itself. So the members area, over the weeks, I'm going to be adding stuff to it constantly. So it's going to be a win-win situation where you only buy it once, but you're going to buy something where it's going to be full of good quality content each week,
Yeah.
each month. You know, so I'm not gonna leave anything behind.
Nice one, man. I mean, yeah, guys, you know, if you're watching this and you think about picking this course up, I would suggest, you know, grabbing hold of them, the OTO2 as well, because that sounds like, you know, it's just something that you're going to get such huge value from, you know, and as Manny was saying there about, you know, the webinars as well that he's going to be delivering, you know, it's just huge content, and it's what's working in his business at the moment. And as you can see, he's doing well. He's earning money. He's been doing it for a while. He knows it inside out. I mean, Facebook ads on its own, let alone just Shopify, Facebook ads on its own, you can burn through a lot of money. So having, you know, somebody who's doing this and can show you exactly how to do and what not to do, more importantly, is you know, very, very valuable stuff. So yeah, I'm also going to be giving out a special bonus as well. You'll see a link on the screen at the moment where you can pick up that bonus. So you click on there, you can go and find that bonus and get involved in that. That is congruent with Ecom as well. So if you're interested in the bonus, and obviously you buy through my link, you're going to get that bonus with that as well. So yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, there's not many courses that you come out and they're this in depth. And you know, I can see you're very, very passionate about this. You do this yourself. You know, this is your full-time living, and you're opening up everything to people. So yeah, all power to you for putting this out there, Manny.
Thanks. I mean, what I would say is people can actually, if you're in a job that you know you don't really like, honestly, if they get into ecom and come do this every single night, every single evening, and they see the results, they are going to be in a position where they say one day, you know, I'm gonna quit this job because I'm making so much money with ecom. I'm gonna invest my full time into this. I'm gonna actually make this work. And there's actually stores out there on Shopify that are actually doing $1 million a year, and some people are doing $1 million a month in sales. It's
Wow.
the potential, honestly, is huge. I mean, just the other day, I had a friend who invested. I think he had a client. He had a client. She made 30K investing in just 8K in ads. That is incredible, and that's in the UK.
Yeah.
That's in the UK alone, and that's just one, you know, of an example of, you know, the power of ecom. I mean, when I spent $67 to get over, you know, $700 in the space of 24 hours, I'm thinking, is this the dream? So, you know, it's going to be a good investment. I mean, it's going to be a long journey ahead because we've all. I'm not saying everything is perfect. You know, you are going to make mistakes along the way in Facebook ads, but the bottom line is you are making a good, solid investment in this course, because you're getting me, you're getting value, and you're getting other guys who I'm working with, Declan, MC, and Venkata.
Yeah.
So you're getting a really good team behind this product. It's not just a product launch, but this is a product where I want to deliver value within the market, because there are a lot of ecom products, but honestly, you're going to be getting a solid investment in this.
Yeah, and you were saying as well before we went live as well about, you know, this is like Shopify is a virtual shop, isn't it? But you can actually take this model and set up a physical shop, so you can have, you know, if that's the way you are, that way inclined, where you want to have like a physical business, you can definitely do that with this as well. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. You can actually set up your own e-commerce site where you can accept your orders, link it to your bank accounts and PayPal, and literally brand your own website, your own e-commerce. So it won't be Shopify platform that you're using, but it'll be your own, and you can hire teams all over the world for really cheap. Outsource the other admin aspects of this. I mean, my brother, when I told him about this Shopify, he's actually got himself a clothing company website now set up, and he's actually hiring someone. He's actually hiring someone to create him an e-commerce website so he can have his own clothing company website, because that's his sort of market. But honestly, the potential is huge. Having your own store, whether you use Shopify or not, the bottom line is e-commerce in general is going to be high. I mean, back in 2004. The first one, honestly speaking, one of the first topics I discussed with a friend of mine was e-commerce, and I said, is there a way to, do e-commerce online? And at that time, I was using a free website called freewebs.com. It was one of those really free ones, and I didn't have a clue this would explode, where we would be in a position where, I'm using Facebook and I'm sat talking to you about ecom.
Yeah.
Amazing how the world works. I mean, it's like I've got into the time machine or the DeLorean of Back to the Future and travel in the year 2016. It's crazy,
I mean, Shopify, I've not been on Shopify, but it makes it very, very easy for anyone to just get going with no investment.
If you're a fan of WordPress, basically it's similar to WordPress in terms of it's e-com version of WordPress. So it adds everything to steroids. It's got apps, it's got free apps, it's got paid apps that make everything easy. It's apps that you can use to recover lost sales. So it's just not Shopify, but Shopify is giving you access to all the apps, all the themes that you can customize the look of your site. So it's like people won't even know that you're using a platform. They'll be thinking, this is your website. Wow, I like the logo. I like the products that you offer. I want to buy.
Yeah.
And you'll be in a position where people are browsing your store every single day. They're ordering, and your notifications are coming onto your phone, your email, and you get used to that. You'll be thinking, you'll be refreshing your app, seeing how many sales were made today, and the bulk of it will be profit, because you'll buy cheap, and then you'll sell in whatever price you want to.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Sounds like some powerful stuff there. So, I mean, yeah, guys, if you are looking to, scale up your business at the moment, you're looking to make money online, looking to get into e-com, this seems like the course that you need to pick up. Like Manny says, though, you've got to focus on this and, and see it through, to get that success. But Manny's here for you. You've got all of the details that you need, all the training that you need to do that for $27 as well. You cannot go wrong with that. And to get access to like these 70 videos with training, that's just massive. I don't see a lot of people putting in like 70 videos in there. So yeah, huge value with this. So I appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day to do this interview and letting everyone know about this. I know you're a busy guy and that, getting ready for this launch. So this is going to happen on the 13th of January, 11 a.m. Eastern. That's when the doors open. So have you got anything else you want to add to us before we shoot off?
Yeah, don't forget, I will be adding extra supplementary bonuses which are unannounced, and these bonuses are related to ecom. So people are going to be having access to extra supplementary material a day or two before the launch. So
okay,
they're going to have everything else which is like not even announced before.
Okay, so keep a lookout for emails and that on that then, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
Definitely, man. All right, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, Manny. I appreciate it.
No problem. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, Stace.
Nice one, mate. Okay, then. Speak to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir.